A lot of you guys ask me, why are you so um characterized, and why why a lot of people ask me why I'm so original. Um, I feel like I stand out because of what I've been through. I have been a victim of molestation. I have been molested by my grandmother's husband, and he is free till this day. And I actually saw him 2 weeks ago in the same house, walking free. And when I was molested from the ages of 5 to 9, I left and I went to move in Hawaii at the age of 9, and I confessed when I was 10. And my mother didn't know how to handle it, so she sent me to live with my sister in Virginia. In Virginia, my sister saw how much of an impact it had on me, and she couldn't deal with me. So she sent me back to my mother, who sent me to counseling. And when my mother's turn came to speaking counseling about how she didn't know about it and everything, and how they figured she knew about it but she wasn't doing anything, she took me out of counseling. We moved back to Mississippi. I was in 8th grade, and she lost the apartment because she had some health issues. We moved back in with them. At the time I was in 8th grade, I started Heidelberg High School, and my 9th grade year I broke down because I was sleeping across the hall from my molester, who at the time I feared. Now that was 9th grade. I joined the cheerleading squad to stay out the house. I joined every group I could. I joined choir. My 9th grade year through my 10th grade year, I was still being molested. My mom had left at the beginning of my 9th grade year to go back to Hawaii with her husband. A lot of you guys are asking, why didn't I speak out? Why didn't I tell? Amberkimly weighs less than 100 pounds. This man lays about 200 plus on this earth. We're not a good matchup. Did my mom know she was leaving me with my molester? Yes. Did my grandmother know? Yes. Um, he videotaped it. A camera, kind of like the one I'm on now. He had all type of cameras. He had a light. He knew what he was doing. Did I fight it? Yes. Picking me up from cheerleading practice, pulled over numerous times on the highway. I took off running. Of course, he caught up with me. I had a bad knee. He caught up with me, raped me in the truck, told me shut the fuck up, and we went home. I took the hottest showers of my life, and I still do, because when you've been molested, you feel dirty and dirtier and dirtier until you finally face the fact that, like the psychiatrist says, it's not your fault. It's not, something you could have prevented, is what I was told. I couldn't have prevented that. Does that sound fucked up? Yes. Could I prevent it? I thought a lot of ways. I'm 18 now. From 5 to 9 to 14 to 16, I was molested. Um, Voluntarily, I lost my virginity at the age of 16, about to be 17. And the person that I lost it to was no better than the person that was molesting me. In the beginning, I wanted it voluntarily. Halfway through, I didn't want it. I told him to stop, and he was like, I'm about to get mine. It went on for another whole hour. I watched the clock. That's the worst thing you can do while you're being molested, is watch the clock. Because every minute that ticks on that clock, you could have been screaming. But me being 18 now and me facing him head on, I have a lot to say. But I went up there to visit my grandmother, and I snagged one of the tapes. And as fucked up as it sounds, I watched it over and over and over. I was a little kid. I look like one now, but no, I was a little kid. This is a man that taught me how to tie my shoes, brush my teeth, and taught me how to play with Barbie dolls, and he turned around and took my childhood the same way he gave it to me. Um, looking in his face now, I don't feel anger about it anymore. I feel sad. And then again, I put on this smile and I say, you haven't won. You know, because I have had healthy relationships that involve sex. Um, I feel like I'm not letting him walk free. Justice is going to be served. Now that I have that tape, I have no option but for it to be served. Um, I'm making this video because I feel like it's a lot of other girls out there who are going through a lot. And I feel like they need to know that they're not the only ones and that it's best for you to speak out. Now, my mother does not talk about it. My grandmother damn sure don't talk about it. My sister and my brother, they don't talk to me at all. My family has exiled me in the worst way. My brother and I live in the same city. He doesn't reach out to me. My mother lives literally 10 minutes away from me, and I haven't called her in the last week, and she called me today to ask could she have some money. My dad is in a whole nother state, and he's reaching out to me so hard that it makes no sense because he knows what I'm going through, and he feels totally bad. He feels like my mother's taking out her frustrations on me from the shit that he did to her, whatever the fuck it was. But I'm telling him, you're not the option. You're not the issue here. It's me, her, and this man that she does not want to face that hurt her daughter. Now, Amberkimly dances on YouTube because it's bigger than me. This issue is bigger than me. I'm just one of many. You could be walking past somebody in the hallway who's been molested, and you would never know. I was one of those girls that walked down the hallway, and you would never expect. I dance for self-assurance. My views mean so much more to me I can't even describe. My views mean something totally different than just views. It's not me becoming cocky or you know, overconfident in myself. It's me looking at my body and knowing how tainted it is, no matter how many times I take a shower, no matter how many times I can make love to my man or my woman or whoever I'm seeing at the time, I'm still tainted. My innocence was taken, you know, and some you can't get back, sadly. But everything I've went through, I've gotten stronger from. And this may sound stupid, but for everything that has happened bad in my life, everything's happened good 10 times past that, you know. So while you're sweeping through the fiery, you know, the fire in the situation, when that cold water hits you, it feels so much better. It feels like nothing else you can explain. Amberkimly is grateful, very grateful. I'm not humble. I'm not humble. I'm an asshole for my own reasons, as you now know. I'm bitchy uncontrollably for my own reasons, now that you know, and I hope that this gives you an insight to why I make my videos. I don't feel like my videos are raunchy. I don't feel like they're overplayed. I don't feel like they're, you know, I don't. I'm doing it because skinny is sexy. I'm doing it because I am sexy. I am sexy. And I feel like if I can sit in front of a camera for 9 minutes and 30 seconds and tell you a chunk out of my life, it's a girl whose life I just saved. She could be watching this video crying right now, and I have somewhat helped her, you know. And grateful is a feeling I feel every day because this didn't break me at all. I can still look fierce. I can still put on a smile. And I can definitely look this man in the face and say, thought you won. He knows I have the tape. Sadly enough to say, he said, I don't give a fuck. Show the tape. He said, I know I'm going to hell because you're not the only girl I've done this to. Your grandmother isn't the only woman I've been married to that had kids prior to me. And she won't be the last woman I marry. I smiled. And I said, if I can help it, you won't be doing it to no one else. Sadly to say, I want him to have a slow death. Because if you can openly sit there and admit that I'm not the only one you've done this to, you're proud of that? Taking a child's innocence, it's not cute. It's not cute at all. But as hard as he tried to shake me, I'm not broken. A little altered, scratch here and there. I'm not broken. And I'm happy to say that I can sit in front of the same type of camera, a stronger woman. A stronger woman. So this is Amberkimly telling you why YouTube is a release for me. So my 12-minute video is my confession to the world about the background behind Amberkimly. And I want to thank you for watching my video. And I hope you continue to watch them. And I hope you continue to get to know me as a person. And I want to thank you and stay tuned for more because there's more to come.